I'm just going to admit it right now that I have come in here today on this segment specifically to be an a-hole. All right.
So just this one?
Now, I'm not saying that I won't be again sometime during the show, but this one is specifically designed to anger somebody in studio.
So this isn't like you're going to Reddit to Am I the A-hole?
No.
Because you already know you are the A-hole.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I am definitely the a-hole here. One of the things that I get most amused by in working on this show is the superficial ways that our show director, Tommy, will get upset and the passion that he has for some things that I would consider superficial. It just tickles me. When he gets mad, it tickles me.
Hey, when the Hulk gets angry, it's for a reason.
Yeah, but you're like the Hulk is like if the Hulk were a giant teddy bear. And so I feel so bad because you'll get legitimately mad and I'm just cracking up because it is like the most... It's like the cutest, funniest display of anger I've ever seen and getting you more and more angry. Like you're like the guy from Inside Out, the little anger icon behind the control panel when your head starts steaming.
All right,
I'll show him.
It's like seeing Santa Claus get angry. I'm like, you're just too jolly. His blood sugar's just a little low. Someone get him a Snickers.
Go ahead. Let's call this segment Poke the Bear.
Okay, yeah. And again, this is in superficial ways here. Like, before we started this segment, I'm like, hey, can you guys think of other ways that, superficial ways that Tommy is just like disproportionately been upset? And Kristen had a classic example.
When you got really upset with Bert when he said all the Bee Gees songs sounded the same.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, you were really upset.
You got really upset with me when I said Grease 2 was just as good as Grease 1.
Oh, yeah.
Now that's just asinine.
But you have to understand, it's usually not just that. It's usually like him visually being upset and stating his case on exactly why he's so passionate.
It's the passion.
Yeah.
It's the passion
With
behind
those
it.
two examples, my heart is already beating fast.
My favorite is he'll stop mid-sentence when he realizes there's no way he's convincing. He's like, y'all, and then just walks out the studio. Y'all don't even know.
All right, so here it is, man. This is This is the one that I know annoys you the most. So here we go. This is your trigger.
Don't you besmirch Buc-ee's.
No.
That was your concern, not Michael Jackson. It was Buc-ee's.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. So Peter Travers, he has a podcast and a website called The Travers Take.
Are you talking about the movie critic, Peter Travers,
yes.
from Rolling Stone?
I guess.
Who likes every movie on Earth?
I suppose. I've never heard of the dude before.
Yeah, he's always the first one listed whenever Peter Travers says, this movie is awesome.
That's not even the triggering point. So are you upset that this guy's always thinking that everything's great?
Yes, because it's not.
We're not even there yet.
We're starting strong.
Yeah, right? Can you remember a movie review where he said it's great and you're like, that movie sucks and everybody else knows it?
Not off the top of my head, but
Okay.
I mean, he always likes everything.
So you just think he's a kiss butt?
Yes, he just wants his name on a movie poster.
He loved
and in
Grease
the
too.
commercials.
Cool Rider's his favorite song of all time.
All right, what did Peter Travers do this time?
He said that all the Bee Gees songs sound the same.
No, he did not.
Okay, he said this. All right, so dude is a big deal, obviously. I didn't know he worked for Rolling Stone.
He is.
Okay, well, he just interviewed Martin Scorsese.
Yes.
Okay, do you know who that is?
Yes.
Abby? Okay, so who is Martin Scorsese that people would know?
One of the most famous directors in history. He's done a lot of work with Robert De Niro.
He did Grease too.
What's your favorite Scorsese directed movie?
Raging Bull.
Okay.
Yeah, that's back in the day, but that's a Hall of Famer, and he's a Hall of Famer, but he's like up there now. Was he in his like late 70s, 80s, right?
Yeah, he's getting up there.
So this dude, your guy, Peter Travers, interviews Martin Scorsese and says, I asked the maestro why he doesn't see movies in theaters anymore. I mean, this guy is a Hall of Famer, right? And he went all raging bull about audiences who babble on phones during the movie, leave to order snacks and vats of soda, and keep up a noise level loud enough to drown out the actors.
Mm-hmm.
So Peter Travers says, come on, Marty. I said, we couldn't keep our mouths shut when we were kids. His eyes darkened. Yeah, maybe, he conceded. But when we talked, it was always about the movie and the fun we had, chewing over all of the details. Now in a post from Discussing Film that's going viral with people just popping off on their own opinions of the current state of things in movie theaters. Dude, this is so you right here. What are the comments? He's right. You seriously can't go 5 minutes in a theater without seeing a phone light up somewhere in your theater. It's so bad word. Annoying, one person said. Marty is right. Theater etiquette is at an all-time low. And this person said, it's a fair point. Shushing people isn't enough for me. I need a button that ejects repeat offenders from their seats.
Oh, yeah, I would live for that.
By the way, there's a name for the people who can't go to a movie and watch an entire movie without picking up their phone. They're called Moth People because they're attracted to the light.
Oh, that is good.
Yeah, I call them something else.
I mean, I remember you going off one time on somebody eating popcorn because it was too loud.
No, it wasn't popcorn. They brought in
Here we go.
a bag of vanilla wafers in that crinkly wax paper. So it was like every 5 minutes, it was like...
What an odd snack. Vanilla wafers. Delicious.
Like every 5 minutes. And this was, I can't remember what the movie was, but it was a drama. It was one of those serious movies. Every 5 seconds.
We got it, Tommy. We got it.
And they were right in front of me. And I could see down over them, and I could see their bag of vanilla wafers.
One time, didn't you almost throat punch my kid because he wouldn't stop talking in a movie?
God, I learned my lesson. One and done.
What movie?
I mean, he is very knowledgeable, but I think it was a Marvel movie. I forget which one.
Yep.
But he talks the entire movie. It's like you select on your Blu-ray player the audio commentary. It's like, yeah, I didn't select that.
So his wiring is such that literally when he was a kid and we would go to G-rated movies, he'd be talking so much that I would have to pick him up and bring him out of the theater and tell him maybe 5-6 times, this is not the time. You got questions. You want to tell me something that you think I'm going to miss in the movie. Let's wait till the end of the movie. It started when he was 5 years old, and it's the same to this day at 22 years old. He just wants to make sure you know everything that is going on in the movie so you enjoy it as much as he does. And I'm like, dude, you can't do that.
Well, I told you about the time, it was summer. It was July 4th week. Wonder Woman was at the theaters. I had been dying to see this movie. And
it's a good movie.
My best friend's youngest son, Colton, he had on a snapback hat and he had taken it off. And he was doing this. Snap, snap, snap. And he put it right back together as quick as he could. And then he snap, 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 snap back. For non-stop. And I looked at his brother Spencer, who's older. I was like, Spencer, you got to do something. I am going to kill this kid. And finally, I got up. And well, it wasn't just that. Behind me, there was a young teenage couple, and the girl was all laid up in the guy's lap, and they were talking. I don't mind you if you're laying up I don't care if you make out. Just keep it quiet. And they're talking like at this level. But not loud enough to where I can make out what they're saying. So finally I got fed up and I went up there and plopped down right beside them and just whipped my head over to him.
Tommy.
I did. And the dude looked so scared. He goes, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. And I told him to keep it. I said, well, I just wanted to sit down and hear everything if you were going to be the feature tonight.
You are that old guy. You are that old guy.
And so they stopped for like 60 seconds. I go back down to my seat and I think, thank God. And I had actually moved down from Colton, who was the hat snapper. So I was isolated, but still a couple rows down from these kids. And they start going again. And I said, okay, one of two things is going to happen. Tommy is going to be in jail for murder, or Tommy's going to go out to his car. I went out to my car.
You left the movie? The car's a lot more.
Doesn't surprise me at all, man.
Wait, you made the right choice.
Then the sad thing, I don't know if I was cursed or what. I'm saying a month later, or however long later, when Wonder Woman comes out on streaming, I'm streaming it, and I swear on my life, The movie stopped streaming at the exact part that I walked out. The exact part. I was like, God does not want me to see Wonder Woman.
Hollywood karma, man.
The Bert Show.